Okay, and so on my way to have a little look at and collect my new car. I wonder what it'll be like. Of course, I obviously know exactly what it is. You don't. So this is going to be very interesting. Okay then, so I've went and purchased my new car. It's here in front of me. You want to have a look, don't you? Here it is. Yes, it's a Ford Focus 1.4 petrol, 2001 plate, as you can see there, with these wonderful trims which are a little bit damaged in places, but we won't complain too much about that. It's really rather nice, isn't it? Really, really clean. As I said, they're 20 years old. I think I'm only third owner actually from new, according to the lady I've just purchased it from. I'm here in Carlo. I'm going to nip in and get a bit of food now in a moment because I'm absolutely starving. Been on the go pretty much all day. Yeah, let's have a little look inside. Here's the rear. Keep fit windows in the back, just to add a little level of poverty to the car. Lovely cavernous thingies there for putting odd bits in. What do you call those? I don't know, whatever they're called. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Let's have a little look then in here. Somebody's stuck gear foot plates on it. Don't know why, because it's not a gear model. It hasn't got air conditioning or any of the fancy stuff. But everything in there works. I've tried most of it and it all works absolutely fine. And a lovely big wad of service history sitting there, which is absolutely fantastic. Dead happy with that. So I'll have a little leaf through that when I get home. It's taxed until December, has an NCT extension due to COVID for a couple of months, I believe. So that's all good as well. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. So, yes, I will now begin the process of getting home. Delighted with that. Happy days. Only paid 400 quid for it as well. So viewers, you join me in the new car, the Ford Focus. It's driving really, really well. I'm just leaving Carlo town now. I'm going to do this video and probably not too many others simply because of the fading light. You wouldn't really be able to see me, but so far so good. She's driving absolutely wonderfully. There's no creaks, no rattles, no bumps, nothing like that. The suspension seems absolutely fine. Steering is nice and precise. The gearbox is lovely and tight. It just feels really, really fresh actually. Smells nice and fresh, feels nice and fresh. Yeah, it's a really, really good car so far actually. I'm dead happy with it. So got quite a long journey ahead of me now, a couple of hours of driving, and it's going to be mostly motorways. So I'm going to power on. Okay, then it's time for an update from the Focus. I'm here on the M9 motorway heading towards Dublin. I'm sitting at pretty much 70 miles an hour and it's serene, really, really comfortable, quite peppy and quite nippy as well when you put the foot down. Overtaking a couple of lorries already and you really fly past them in this. It's only 1.4 petrol, but I mean, it feels absolutely fine. We're just under 3,000 revs and it's great, yeah. So far, so good. What I am noticing is a lot of wind noise actually from around this windscreen area and the A-pillars here and the mirrors. I mean, the mirrors are only actually quite small, they're very sculpted. It is a very aerodynamic car, but yeah, there is quite a lot of wind noise actually. I really wasn't expecting that. Unlike a lot of the pretty awful cars I've bought over the last 7 or 8 months, this one actually has its original stereo. I haven't tested it yet, so I'm not sure if it works. It's got these really nifty little fingertip controls here from an age where, of course, they weren't really standard across cars. They are now. Every car's got fingertip controls to the radio while they're mounted on the steering wheel. But back 20-25 years ago, it was pretty radical to have them within fingertip reach. I think the early Clio, I think, had that back in the early 90s, as far as I know. The Mk1 Clio, I think, had it. That was probably one of the first cars that wasn't an executive, expensive car to have it. So let's try this then. Does it work? It works! Yes! Let's try the seek button.
To find out more.
That's RT Radio 1, look, it works, it works. It's got a cassette player, I haven't got any cassettes, I have to get some. Oh yes, oh how brilliant is that? RT2 FM, KFM, FM 104, Today FM, yes it works. So I'm almost home in the new car, the Ford Focus. Got another about 10-15 minutes to go. It's been a completely eventless journey actually, which is really good. The car's performed absolutely faultlessly. I had it sit at 70 mile an hour on the M9 and then on the M7, M50. It's just driven absolutely fantastically. A little bit annoying is the fact that the indicators don't seem to self-cancel. That's a little bit annoying, but again, it's just something that you drive around and you get used to. That's probably the only real issue that I've encountered so far. The seller did say that a bulb at the front has got, I think it's when they're on the dipped headlights that the bulb doesn't work. I tried that out in the car park earlier on. And that didn't seem to work, but when the headlights are on full beam and on high beam, they work absolutely fine, thankfully. So that's all good. Yeah, and it's lovely and comfortable. Obviously, I'm going to have to kind of personalise the seating position a bit and get it all set up for everyday driving. I think this is going to be probably more of a daily driver than the Polo at home. I'm going to be up and down to Dublin every day in it, you see, with a bit of luck. But yeah, I mean, it's low mileage, it's comfortable, 1.4, so it deals with motorway speeds pretty easily. Surely just the perfect car for it. It's cheaper on the insurance as well. So yeah, look, I'm really looking forward to getting to know this car and getting to use it on a regular basis. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to donate to the channel to help me keep any of these terrible old wrecks on the road, you can do. The link is in the description below.